Well, hello there, ladies. Long time no see. My name is Corinne. Welcome to Lady Lovely Locks. And I wanted to talk about this piece. I had showed a few pictures of this on my Instagram. And so I said that I would have a review out soon. And so this is it. This is John Renau's Julianne Lite. So, and this is the color, I think it's 14/26S10, so shaded pralines and cream. So, John Renau, this is a synthetic piece. This is also part of their Lite collection, which means that it is hand-tied and it has lace from temple, or I should actually say it's ear to ear. And the density is a lot lighter than a lot of their other pieces, and it started out with only a few styles, and then they've broadened their horizons to more styles with this setup. And I've had my qualms with John Renau and synthetic wigs in general, but I will say that out of the synthetic wigs that are available out there, I am mostly a fan of the John Renau Lite collection, even though there's a love-hate relationship, and we're going to talk about that. But the reason why I like it is because these wigs are a lot lighter in density. And it's, if you had thick hair before you lost your hair, then, some of the thicker, big Texas style voluminous wigs, if you will, don't bother you. But for people like me who always had thin hair, and most of us didn't have thick hair like that, it feels a little intimidating to wear a thick one. And a lot of times the thick ones, they just look a little more wavy. So I've always had to thin them out and get them to a more realistic density. But with this collection, I don't have to do that. The pieces just already have a realistic density, even though I never even had hair this thick. But it's as close as it's going to get. And I apologize, my face, there's a reason why I haven't been doing YouTube videos, and I'm having some sort of hormonal breakout, and I didn't even break out this much in high school, so it's really embarrassing. I'm trying to cover it up and see what makeup works and figuring out what to do about it. It's weird, and so it's made me very insecure. And so if you're like, what happened to her face? That's why. And I have makeup on. I've never had to do makeup like that because I always had just good skin. So now I'm trying to deal with concealer and all that at the age of 41. So yes, I'm well aware that my makeup looks odd and funky. I'm messing around with it. And back to the wig though. So these wigs, I'm going to take this one off, and let me fix this. So if you're not familiar with the John Renau collection, it is hand tied, and then the lace goes from the ear to the ear. And they also have this silicone on the ear tabs, which is nice. So why does this make a difference? Because a lot of times, most wigs, they have, it's more thick right by the ear tab. And then you definitely can't do as much with the styling of the wig because of the fact that there's no lace right there. So, let me get this back on. If you don't have a wig grip like this that has that space for your parting, get one. And then also has silicone at the nape, just helps keep it in place a little better. But so I'm gonna be honest, this lace can sometimes get incredibly itchy, and with every single time I've had one of these caps, I have had to, I don't have it on right at all. I've had to trim the lace at the ear tabs right away because it has, when it's brand new, there's a good amount of lace there that's not been cut. And so if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I'm very sensitive to lace and a lot of the cheaper wigs, and I didn't put that back all the way. But So it is a love-hate relationship, because some days I could tolerate these, other times I can't, and it's like hit or miss with whether it's going to be comfortable or not. But it's guaranteed that, well, I might not have to, oh dear, I keep meddling with this. Well, I might not have to trim all the lace back, but it's by the ear tabs for sure. There we go. Where it gets itchy, and so that always gets trimmed. So you can see how much I've already trimmed it back versus the rest of the lace. Now, I have a Julianne Lite in, I think, 6F27. And then I've got a couple Zara Lites, and then I've got a Rachel Lite that I don't know how many of them. I don't know if I think I've done one review on a Zara Lite. But, and actually, one of my older ones, I was styling and I made a faux pas, which I think I'm gonna talk about in a video. Stay tuned for that, for my faux pas that I did. But back to this piece, yeah, I've always got to cut the lace, but the nice thing is that even because that lace goes all the way down there, like I have hair that blends in, so it's nice, but this is, because the density is thinner and it's not so bulky right here like many other wigs are, you can pull this back and it's just gonna look way more realistic. And you can tell even with the density on this is just really thin, and so it just feels way more realistic. Now in this video, those dots are very obvious, but I don't know about you guys, but I feel like filming just identifies every pore and every flaw, because I've worn this wig out, and like here you can see my headband, but normally you can't. But back to this piece. So I like this lace because I like this wig because of the density. The lace front is actually, you know, really good. And the reason I want to talk about this one after and mentioning the pictures that I had on Instagram, I wore this to Mexico. This was like in the summer when it was super humid, and but it was a great piece, and it really held through. It held through the beach, the wind, the sand, swimming. So it was a very durable piece, and it was comfortable. It wasn't overly hot and sweaty, because some of those wigs, when they're thicker density, they're just harder to deal with. But this was a great piece if you want to be able to, you know, go to the beach. And also the thing is with longer pieces, then you're having to worry about the fibers wearing down, and with the wind, like I've worn long synthetic wigs when it's windy and it is just a nightmare. So that's why I wanted to wear that. She fit under a hat just beautifully. I think there's one of the pictures are like that. And she was really comfortable, and I had no issues with her whatsoever. She was real easy to like finger comb throughout the day and not get tingly. Now this lace I trimmed back quite a bit, and you can see that, and that was partly because I wore her to death when I was there, and she just kind of got a little used and abused. So with lace, and I'm sure most of you guys have noticed this, as you start wearing it, because sometimes I'll get a wig and I don't have to cut the lace back right away because it looks good, it looks natural. But over time with wear, it starts the lace will start fraying. And so you'll know, and it's like itchy and scratchy, even if I glue it down. And so for me anyways, I've got to cut it back. And so that's what I did with this one. But she's a good piece. I've worn her since. You know, what's nice is you can like put her back like this, and you know, it doesn't look unrealistic. Now, I have seen a few pictures of me, and depending on the lighting, this looks a little stark. So it's, you know, if you wanted to get more of a more realistic feel, you can always do a little more plucking just to break up that hairline. And I probably should. I think I normally wear a dark wig grip with this, which I don't think I have any nearby me. Because if you wear a dark one with it, then I guess I don't. I usually have like 8,000 wig grips. Oh wait, maybe I do. But oh no, these are all okay. Here's one. I got a brown one, so maybe that'll make a difference. Because this light is just making it so obvious, and that's the most embarrassing thing when you find out that you've been like out and about and stuff's noticeable. Now, luckily, you know, if you're around loved ones, you know you wear a wig, and hopefully they'll look out for you. But at least you know it's, you know, even though if perfect strangers see, they're not gonna notice, you know, I mean, they're not, most people aren't gonna be cruel and point out anything and be like, are you wearing a wig? Or most people honestly aren't even gonna know. They might see something fishy, but the thing is, if people don't know about wigs, they're not gonna, wigs like this look so realistic. It's not like this old cheap wig. People aren't really gonna know. They're gonna be like thrown off. And I think most people, if they see those little dots, they think like hair plugs. If you don't know anybody in the wig world. But you see, I love this. It just looks thrown together. The wave pattern is just very natural. I don't know if I'd say deconstructed. I think mine's been through a little, she's been well loved, so she looks a little deconstructed, but it's a nice beach wave. And if you are into products, you'll like this. It's by Hair You Wear, and it helps with curls. So if your curls look just a little unkempt, just spray some of this, and it helps get them fresher looking. I can't say I care for the scent, but it does help give you that wet look, if that's what you're looking for. And it helps just freshen it up a bit. But I wear this, and people, you know, the people who know I wear wigs say it looks good, it looks natural. You know, it's good to have some hair, you know, some of these hairs there loosened up like that and in front of your face. Just gives a more natural look. But yeah, and then this color, let's talk quickly about the colors. I've talked about the cap. The color is like I'd say not like a dirty blonde, but more subtle blonde. It's not like Palm Springs blonde. It's not like 12FS8. It's not cool at all. This is very warm tones. So if you have cool undertones, this won't look good on you. If you have warm undertones like I do, then this is gonna be a wig that you like. So it's blonde, but I feel like it's a more subtle blonde than 12FS8 or definitely Palm Springs blonde. That's a very showy blonde, or even I think Laguna blonde. That's a warm blonde, but it's very, very blonde. But the rooting gives it that natural look. And like I said, I just love this piece. This is a nice piece to wear for like every day because it doesn't look too fancy, because we can't always have perfectly done hair. And it's easy to maintain because it's short and it will not rub on your shoulders. So let me show you from the front. Here she's from the side. I don't have measurements, ladies. You'll have to go to the websites, but I'm 5'7". I think my neck is like 7. This is like 4. I think that's what it is. But so I'm like average height, maybe a little on the taller side. But look, see how she doesn't touch? So you don't have to worry about the fibers rubbing raw. Here's the back. I saw multiple comments on some of my reviews that I don't show the back. So here's the back. You can see how she doesn't touch, and that's very big. If the thing is with short pieces, you want to make sure they are not like shoulder length or a little bit longer, because they will rub and they will ruin so quickly. So this is an excellent piece for that. She's excellent. I love these curls. She has a very natural look, very easy ear tuck. See? And it's a very great piece to have, as long as you can get past if your skin doesn't get super irritated by lace, which I think I'm just super sensitive. But yeah, this is her. I love her. She's a great piece. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if you want to see more videos, please subscribe. I also put stuff out occasionally on my Instagram with the same name, Lady Lovely Locks. So thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos.